Welcome to Kollecting Kaos. My name is James, and today I'm combining this Tools of the Trade video with Pressing Matters, number 3. And the reason I'm doing that is I've got a comic that I got recently. I don't have it in my collection, but I've been wanting it for a while. It's not an expensive comic. It's not worth a whole lot. I could probably pick one up for $2 or $3, but I've got one, but it has some problems. And so I decided that we're going to try to fix those problems. What we have is Spanner's Galaxy number 1, and as you can see, it has some serious water wrinkles where it has been water damaged. Now it has tide marks throughout, but I'm not concerned with those. What I'm concerned with is, can I get those wrinkles out and maybe make the pages more supple? That's what I'm worried about. If I can do that, I'll be a happy camper. So follow along on this journey. I'm going to do the whole thing in this one episode. So follow along as I introduce a new tool and show you how I use it, and see if we can't get this to look a little better. Maybe get the wrinkles out. We'll see. What's the worst that can happen? It'll still have wrinkles? I don't know. But we're going to go there and we're going to try it, and I'll see you at the end of the journey. This is a copy of Spanner's Galaxy number 1. And I don't have this in my collection, and as you can see, this one is pretty badly water wrinkled. You can see the tide mark here, and I'm not concerned with the tide mark, but I do want to get it nice and flat if I can. So that's what we're going to try to do. Let's go through this real quick to make sure it's complete. And like I said, you can see the tide mark. It had some pretty bad exposure to water. Tom Mandrake was the artist on this. Nikolai Cutie wrote it. Yeah, the water damage is the tide marks all the way through. Now, obviously, the best possible way I could do this would be to soak each individual page to get rid of the tide mark. But I'm not concerned with that. The pages are a little brittle. Yeah, it's a comic that I want in my collection, and this is the only copy I have, but I can't put it in my collection like this. And like I said, since I don't plan on selling it, I'm not too worried about the tide marks. I really don't want to disassemble the comic. I have enough comics that are already disassembled that I'm working on. All I want to do is see if I can get the wrinkles out, and to do that, I'm going to put it in into my humidity chamber, which is nothing more than a plastic box with some water in it. I'm going to show you that. That's what we're going to do with this, and once it's done, I'll put it in the press. But before I do that, of course, I'm going to clean it a little bit. I'm not going to show myself cleaning it, but I'm going to try to clean it up a little bit, see if I can get some of this dirt off of it before I do anything else to it, and we'll go from there. Okay, here's something else that you're going to need if you're going to work with comics a lot, and this is my humidity chamber. It's just a plastic box, really. The size is, it holds 28 quarts, and it's 23 and let's say about 24 inches by 19 inches by about 6 inches. And inside of it, I have, this is a cooling rack for cookies. Pretty easy to get. You get it at pretty much anywhere, including dollar stores. These are I have 4 old boxes, 100 count card boxes. Well, actually, it's 2 of them, but you know, I have them divided into 4, and then about three cups of water. That's really all you need. You can get away with just 2 cups of water, actually, and the wire rack holds it off of the boxes so that no water actually gets on it. And then the comic. This is just an old comic that I have laying around that I use for experimenting. As you can see, it's pretty damaged. This one got damaged during the flood. And you open it to the center, which that's not the center, but we're going to do it anyway. You stick it in there. You have your water in the bottom. You put the top on. That's it. That's all you have to do. I leave it in there for about 24 hours, and it works just fine. Adds humidity to the comic, moistens it, and then you press it out, and it works. I will show how I press it, or how I get ready to press it later in the video. Okay, I had to move this over because I got my new press in, and I had to move my old press on top of my dryer temporarily. This has been in here for about 36 hours. I normally only go 24, but this one was in really bad shape. So we're going to go ahead and take it out, and I'm going to go over to my workstation, and there we'll prep it for putting it in a press. Okay, I've got this over at my workstation now. Now I'm going to have to be real careful with this because this is a very damp comic right now, and it could tear very easily. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of, I'm in the center right now, I'm going to put this down. This is just a piece of copy paper. Then this is a 56 point piece of backing board. Then I'm going to put another piece of copy paper down, and then we're going to go this direction. 1, 2, then another piece of copy paper, and then we're going to skip 2 more. 1, 2, and as you can see, I didn't try to take out any of the stains. I'm not worried about the stains. To take those stains out, I'd have to disassemble the comic, and I see no reason to do that. 1, 2, another piece of copy paper. And what the copy paper is just there just to try to absorb some of the moisture as it's being pressed. 1, 2, and now I'm going to take a piece of silicone release paper and put that here because there's no way I want that to stick. Alright, now we're going to go turn it over, and we're going to do just the opposite. I'm going to start with the back, put in a piece of silicone release paper on the back, and then we will go 1, go 2, piece of copy paper, 1, 2, and I'm putting copy paper every other sheet. I could put it in between each sheet, but I don't see a reason to do that. I haven't had to do that in the past with other books, so I see no reason to do it with this one. And I've tried this method several times in several different ways. I've tried using steam. They kind of worked, but not very well. 1, 2. Okay, that's all of it. So that has gotten the comic prepared. I'm going to tap the spine, and all I'm doing is driving those papers down. And I'm going to take a piece of silicone release paper, put it down here. These are really old, nasty, dirty boards, but they never touched the comic, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll set that there. Take another piece of silicone release paper. This one's a little smaller. You know what? We're going to put this one inside and put the bigger one on the outside. Ooh, that's got some fingerprints on it. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. Like that. Put another board on top. Like I said, it's dirty, but it's dirty on the side that is not facing the comic. And then I'm going to take this whole thing and put it in my heat press for 600 minutes at 160 degrees for 600 minutes, or 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes. And then I'll let it sit there probably for 24 hours. So next time I show this comic will be as I pull it out of the press. Alright, 24 hours have passed. Actually, it's been closer to 36 hours. So let's see what this looks like. We'll take it out for the... and see how it turned out. Cover looks pretty flat. Take these out one at a time. Page looks good. Pages are still a little dry, but a whole lot more supple than what they were. Yeah, that feels a whole lot better. I think I'm going to press it one more time though. Oh yeah. The pages aren't completely dry, but we're real close. Very happy with the way this turned out so far. Okay, the center, I'm going to leave this in because, like I said, I think I'm going to press it one more time, but without all of the paper in it. No wrinkles at all. But I want to press it one more time and let it sit for a number of hours again, just to make sure the wrinkles don't come back. Wow, I'm really happy with this. Of course it would be better if I took the stains out, but that's okay. Very, very happy with the way this turned out. Yeah, I'm going to steam it. I'm going to steam the cover, and I'm going to press it one more time. And then we'll take one more look at it, and that'll be the end of it, I think. Stick this back in here. I'll go ahead and use these same sheets again. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's turning out. Yeah. You remember what it looked like before? No wrinkles now. That's just awesome. And then once I'm done, well, maybe I'll do a little cleaning on it first. Although I did clean it. No, I think it's fine. Yeah. Very happy with that. Going to press it one more time, so I'll show that when it's done, and we'll stick it in a bag and board, and it'll go in my collection. Very happy with it so far. Let's see how this looks. I did press it again, and then after about 8 hours in my hot press, I moved it to a cold press. And here's what we came out with. Put these off to the side. And I'm really happy with it. There's no trace of those wrinkles at all. If it weren't for the stains on this, the pages are nice and supple now. But if it weren't for the stain, you'd never know that this was water damaged. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in a sleeve. There you have it. That is how I took a water wrinkled copy of Spanner's Galaxy #1 and made it suitable for my collection instead of suitable for the trash. Wasn't hard. If you enjoyed that video and you learned something from it, go ahead and hit that like button down below. That'll help me out a little bit. And tell your friends about it if you really liked it. I need to get more subs. I need to get, something going here. I've got, a little under 900 subs now. I'd like to hit 1,000. When I do hit 1,000, I'd give something away. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm going to give something away. We don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it'll be one of these He-Man. I've got several of those. Maybe I'll give that away. I don't know. Maybe I'll give some comics away. I don't know. I'll find out when I hit 1,000. In the meantime, have yourself a great night and do all that YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes. Recommend to your friends. And we'll see you Wednesday night on Coffee with Chaos. Bye.